Alright guys, let's continue where we finished yesterday itself. So Ethereum actually doing this, right? It's just working out, guys. Look, it's no rocket science. I've been calling out this one exactly to the T. Exactly to the T. I'm sitting here predicting the market exactly as I say, right? No, fuck no, doesn't work like that. We play our statistics and our probabilities according to the market dynamics itself. So right here, we saw this bounce happening and we are right here again back at the $2,000 levels. And until we are clearing this one, I don't see any clear path for Ethereum to go all the way towards $2,400 levels, right? So this zone is not your ordinary resistance, guys. Now remember when we were trying to break this one to the downside right here, it took a while, right? It took a while. It took 3 days worth of grind right here, and then we finally broke down, and then we after REKT behavior for a couple of days itself back again, then finally made its way towards 1700. So we are back here again, guys. $2,000. I have been screaming and shouting about how this one could be a no-brainer trade, and we did see this. We did see this play out, guys. For full disclosure, I'm out of all of my Ethereum positions. Ethereum bull tokens position, right? Magnifying my gains by 3x, magical in the magical crypto realm right here. So what comes next is the fact that I think we could be supported by this area, which is going to be our $1,900 levels flat, right? This one right here, this previous ejection out of which we bounced right here. As you can see, see this particular squeeze going on, and securing the range by the support onto $1,940 levels as of now. So essentially, if you start closing 4-hour candles below 1940, that is when this trend starts getting into jeopardy back again, and then most likely we would probably formulate another kind of swing low right here onto your $1,850 levels, and then we can talk about an upswing, uptick or whatever that can actually take Ethereum all the way towards $2,400 levels. Now there's an interesting thing which I wanted to talk to you guys about. This thing is called compound fulcrum for you guys. Now essentially what happens is that you would see a head and shoulder under formulation, right? Off of the top, and then finally after a while you distribute to the downside, and then you start formulating another kind of pattern like this, which is kind of like your inverted head and shoulders. So essentially what is happening in this range is that you are having a compounded fulcrum in the price action. Essentially you have all the momentum from this top right here, which led the price action to the downside, and from the downside you have that another counter pressure building up that can propel the price action all the way towards the upside. So essentially once you start leaving this entire range to the upside, you have the power of two things in your hand compounded, and those things and these exact patterns, they give you good returns. And guys, I have seen this play out again and again the markets numerous amount of times. So if I compare this one to the situation right here in the Ethereum, we can see how this one is formulated. This one did formulate a head and shoulder right here. We distributed it all the way towards 1700, and now we're looking at a potential inverted head and shoulder under formulation, right? So once we formulate a little curvature in the price action from $1,800 levels, then we can target that compounded fulcrum movement all the way towards 2,400 Ethereum. And guys, look, all of you know the deal, right? We have been formulating a double bottom in time frames which are relatively damn important to be taken care of. So this one right here at the daily time frame is formulating a double bottom. So essentially if we play out that compounded fulcrum price action behavior right now on Ethereum, we could be taking this high on a daily closing basis, and then we can quite literally aim for a double bottom move all the way towards $3,000 Ethereum, where all of your motherfuckers are sitting to dump their Ethereum back in the market and take the price action most likely back into shit zones, right? But until then, in the small to mid time frames, I do feel that this candle right here is strength as of now. But guys, the bad news is, look, crypto markets will not make things easy for you, right? It cannot make things easy. Had it been easy, everybody would have been printing money every single day, right? But guys, look, this candle did not just, I mean, although this is strengthful, this one did not close above the 21 exponential on the daily time frame. So until that is happening, most likely your compounded fulcrum and everything is not going to play out, right? But most likely it does. Guess what? Most likely it does. And yes, we could be looking at a potential continuation of the trend to the upside. Now Ethereum looking strong because ETH BTC is doing some things in the market, guys. Check this one out. Now this is what we want to happen on ETH USD as well. Essentially we want Bitcoin to be a little strengthful, or maybe Bitcoin being sideways under these levels could formulate some good price action on Ethereum itself. Then we can talk about $3,000 Ethereum coming pretty soon for you guys right here. So right now in these prices, is Ethereum a steal? Is Ethereum worth crazy amount of discount right now? Maybe we could be looking at a 20 to 30% uptick on the entire crypto market itself, right? As Ethereum could be attempting another retest of this entire high right here at 6.8 million satoshis per Ethereum, right? And this is the trend, guys. This one right here is the trend for you. Let me just jump on the 3 time frame, guys. We can see things with a little more clarity, I guess. Yep, right here, guys. This one is the trend. So essentially, if you start closing the 3-day candles above this exact price point, maybe we could resolve this entire risk to the upside, and then we can aim for those 8 million satoshi levels for Ethereum, guys. Until then, most likely, look, guys, look, to be honest with you, the entire market dynamics are not telling us to have crazy amount of greed and expect these fucking assets to go about 100x right from this exact moment. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Liquidity is drying away from the market, and it's going to take some time for the market to get reaccumulated in these zones and maybe chop the fuck out of all the market participants, all the traders who try to catch those exact positions which they wonder are going to be, which they think that they're going to pass on to their fucking grandchildren, right? Bitcoin goes up $100 and you're correct about your long position. I'm going to pass this position to my fucking grandchildren itself, right? Not the mindset that maybe you want to have in this dynamic. Maybe you want to cut your greed, and maybe you want to keep taking profits to build your equity so that you can scale into the markets when there are good times of values, guys. Look, this exact market dynamics is, look, guys, these times are not times of values. These times are to be traders and figure out your system, your edge. And essentially, guys, look, if you are new in this space, even if you're fucking surviving for 1 year in the market, it's going to be fine. You guys are going to be fine most likely, right? Okay, so I think we're done about Ethereum right here. Total 2 is what I was supposed to talk about in this video, guys. So 3-day time frame. Let's see what this one is doing right here. Are we playing out the bullish divergence? Are we? Well, guess what? There's no fucking bullish divergence for you guys right here. So if we check out the daily time frame, do we have it over there as well? I guess we do. Yes, guys. So essentially, what is happening is we have daily divergence on total 2 and total as well, on Bitcoin as well. But if you jump onto the 3 time frame, it is telling us that the macro trend is still under pressure from the upside. So essentially, guys, the total 2 is your altcoins combined right at one single place, right? That's standing in at $700 billion as market capital. So essentially, if you're staying below $800 billion as your total market capital, excluding Bitcoin, altcoins will still be in a conservative behavior. The price action that you see in altcoins is not going to be ripping to the upside. Well, to be honest with you, yes, altcoins did rip in the previous 24-hour cycle. Holy crap, some of the altcoins doing 50%, 70%, 100% for you guys. This fucking market is completely haywired. If you, well, guys, to be honest with you, if you're making gains every single day in the market, you're not going to be complaining about anything. But if you are getting squeezed out and chopped out in these REKT zones, yes, you will have 110,000 things to comment about the market, and maybe conclude with some things that you don't essentially want to happen for yourself, I guess. So the 3-day time frame, until we are above 800 billion as a market capital as a whole, the trend is down, guys. Look, it's as obvious as it can get right here. So the 3-day 21 exponential moving average is most likely guiding the trend, and most likely will guide the trend in the coming days as well. So I'm going to be a little patient right here before jumping onto altcoins as a full-on fucking bull chart right here. So until we're doing that, yes, conservative behavior will save your assets from a lot of things, right? All right, guys, so next up we have right here Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing right here? Still below the 200 exponential, sorry, the 200 simple moving average of the 4-hour time. So until we're doing this, guys, until Bitcoin is doing us a favor and closing a 4-hour candle above $33,000 levels, the trend is down. The trend is going to be down, right? Now we're dealing with the RSI right at the 60 read. So once we start squeezing hard right here, if we break to the upside, yes, most likely we'll break the 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame itself, guys. And look, in the mid time frames, I'm talking about your mid time frame swings, right? Your 4-hour exponential, sorry, using exponential again, 4-hour simple moving average, 4-hour 200 simple moving average, certainly your trend decider, trend definer, trend guider as well. So until we are below this one in the small time frames, maybe Bitcoin sweeps the lows back again, who knows? But until we are below this, I think having a little conservative behavior in the market for today and for tomorrow is going to be the strategy that could work out. Until we're doing that, until Bitcoin is closing above $33,000 levels, yes, that is what you're supposed to do, I guess. Okay, so right here we have another grind happening out of these levels, which is kind of aligning with the 200 simple itself, guys. Once we start clearing these levels to the upside, your targets for Bitcoin is going to be somewhere alongside $36,500 levels, challenging this high right here, guys. And once we start closing the 3-day schedule above this entire zone right here, then we can talk about Bitcoin going all the way towards $40,000 levels in the coming days, right? And that could align with a lot more things, guys. That could align with Ethereum probably going to $3,000 as well in the coming days. Alright, guys, so next up we have UNI. And yesterday I was talking about how this right here in front of our eyes is an executionable event, guys. Yesterday we saw the fair evaluation on Uniswap. So if you've not checked out the video from yesterday itself, check it out, guys. What the hell are you doing? Just go ahead and just take a look at that video. How I was talking about the fair evaluation of most of the crypto assets in the market according to the PE and FE ratios, guys. Coinfairvalue.com. That's going to give you reality checks on your cryptocurrency holdings, guys. So essentially, coming from your PE and FE ratios, Uniswap right now is undervalued by more than 90%, guys. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. So what's happening right here is the fact that fundamentally your Uniswap protocol is damn undervalued, and technically we are in a 12-hour divergence pattern right here with your risk reward ratio happening about a 5.37%, guys. Perfect situation, the perfect landscape to execute, to go about something. But look, guys, even if you have the best of the data in your hands and you don't know the execution side of things, things are not going to look nice. So essentially, guys, manage your risk according to the fact that there could be a potential 17% downside incoming before we go above that 100% up, like all the way towards $30 Uniswap. Although I do personally feel that this zone is important, guys. The $14 ranges on Uniswap itself is pretty important. So we could get reaccumulated right here, and then we can push to the upside for a 100% up move all the way towards $30 levels, guys. And yes, for full disclosure, I am in a Uniswap trade right here, guys, and I'm trying to manage my position by managing my risk by cutting my positions below $12.75 levels, guys. That's the exit strategy right now. I could get wigged out right here, but judging by the landscape right here, the way Bitcoin set in a bottom at $30,000 back again, and Ethereum as well at 1750, I think this area has more chances to hold, guys. Sometimes it's not those individual crypto assets price action that you got to just keep your entire focus towards. It's the general landscape. It's what Bitcoin and Ethereum are trying to tell you, and this really reflects on the rest of the crypto market, guys. Specifically right here when we have fundamentals and technicals backing up each other. So yep, you got a beautiful setup in front of your eyes, guys. Manage your risk perfectly fine. And obviously, guys, look, this is not going to be a financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your own money. Get wrecked responsibly, all right? Lose money in the market responsibly. Don't come back at me that I lost my money because these guys told me to long fucking Uniswap right here. Guys, look, if you make profit in the market, then share that as well with me. Then I would be like, all right, fine. Then your statement is justified, right? Okay, so next up we have ChainLINK right here, guys. I do feel that this is a humongous bear trap right here. So essentially what this means is that a very long range, this is extending all the way about, let me just take a look at the date range right here. So this one extending about 2 months, right? 2 months you were supported onto these levels for $15 per link right here, and once you just left this zone to the downside, it was not strengthful. It was not that strengthful, and immediately afterwards you just simply went to the upside, guys. You simply just had a bear trap going and simply went to the upside. So essentially, me personally, I'm looking at this entire zone as my risk management on ChainLINK itself, which is going to be your $14.75 extending down all the way towards $14.5 levels. So if you start seeing 4-hour candles closing below this entire zone right here, then most likely this area is not going to be a bear trap, right? Most likely it's going to be a downtrend still under continuation. Most likely ChainLINK is still going to get continuously murdered, right? And we're going to be losing all of these values coming back down all the way towards $8, guys. I don't know how I derived this level, but yeah, most likely if you lose this one to the downside, this is going to be your exact target. And until then, I do have my eyes on this price action right here, as I do feel that this is going to be a good fat bear trap for you guys. And if we confirm this one as a bear trap, essentially if we start closing 12-hour candles or daily trends above $16 per ChainLINK, yes, this is going to be confirmed as a bear trap, and then we'll be ripping to the upside all the way for $20 ChainLINK, guys. And then maybe we can talk about psychological numbers at $25 flat. And the volatility is expanding on the 1 hour time frame itself. So things can get volatile, guys. Look, essentially what we're looking at right here is the fact that even in your hourly time frames, asset like ChainLINK, which has more than $10 billion in market capital, is being volatile by more than 5 to 6% in hourly time frames, guys. Volatility is expanding. So essentially, if you do not have your system and risk management under place, just just trust the HV, guys. It's gonna kill you. The volatility is gonna simply kill you, because 5% moves in 1 hour time frame can certainly chop out a lot of people, guys. Can certainly. So essentially zoom out right here. In these kind of situations, zoom out. Look at the areas of significance and manage your risk according to that. Essentially for this one right here, risk management is going to be at $14.5 levels to the downside. And until then, we have higher chances for a $16 ChainLINK on a 12-hour closing basis, right? Alright guys, I think I'm going to be winding this video up right here, and let me know your shitcoins down in the comment bag again. And I hope it's not going to be 2 of you who are going to be commenting, guys. I want more participants going on. So come on guys, hit that like and hit that bell icon if you've not done that already, I guess. I'm going to be catching all of you in the next video pretty soon. Bye for now.